Hey guys, are you ready for the ultimate EOS R8 overheating 4K 60 frames per second test? I've got a small little fan I got on Amazon. I put it on it and it's running over it. But I just have a small little fan blowing against the Canon EOS R8, and I put it on 4K 60. And I'm running this thing, and I'm gonna run it until the memory card goes full, which should probably be a couple hours. And if it can go that long without overheating, then problem solved. Running it in 4K 60, because if I run it for probably about a half hour, 40 minutes, it'll probably overheat without no fan or anything on it. But I'm going to run it full blast 4K 60 with just a little fan on it. And of course, I have it mic'd over here, so you shouldn't hear any fan noise at all. Take a listen. And why do you want to run it 4K 60? Because you can do things like this, and like that. And like this. And put in slow-mo, baby. That's why you do 4K 60. If you use it on YouTube Studio setting or whatever on a tripod, hey, 20 bucks fixes your issue. Have a little fan blowing on it. So get ready, buckle up. We're going to do this a 4K test, and on the way through, I'll stop a couple times, let you know how it's going. At the very end, I'll recap it. All right, guys, let's go. Let's do this. Guys, it's 25 minutes in and not one overheating bar yet. 4K 60, 120 shutter speed, 24 frames per second. And that's my dog. All right, guys, 46 minutes in, and we've got 3 bars on the heat. Now, I have the fan set on the very lowest setting. That's like 20 decibels, really low setting. We got 3 bars of heat. Let's keep going. All right, guys, got a couple minutes left. I'm at 1 hour and 40 minutes. I think it said I had like 1 hour and 50 minutes on the card to use. It has not shut off. I've been between 3, 4-ish bars with a 20 decibel fan running on it. On the EOS R8, 4K, 60 frames per second. Basically, if you put a little small fan on it, it will not overheat. It will keep going. Now, that doesn't sound practical. Like, obviously, who's going to do that? But if you wanted to do that, and if you wanted to shoot in 4K all the time for hours on end with a dummy battery, you can do it. Just saying. You can get a $20 fan on Amazon, and you're shooting all day on 4K 60. So that's an option. Not saying that's what you want to do. Not saying it's not what you want to do. I'm saying if I want to use this on 4K 60, now I can. I got a $20 fan. This one actually cost me about $30, but I've got it on the lowest setting. It's got 4 different settings. This is the lowest setting, and that's enough to keep this thing cool. It's on a 20 decibel setting. So you get a little cheap $20 fan, put it on it, keeps it cool. You can go for a couple hours at a time plus. I mean, I'm at over 1 hour and 40 minutes on it, and it's still going. And I'm gonna run out of card at some point. And the battery's got a dummy battery in it, so it's gonna keep going. And the heat's like 3, 4. I don't think it went above 4. It's never been in the red. I mean, are you gonna shoot for 4 hours at a time? I mean, I'll just turn the fan up a little bit. So as you can hear, you probably can't hear the fan noise. Let's listen one more time. There you go, guys. There's your test for the Canon EOS R8. And this could work with any camera, not just this camera. But, if it does overheat a little bit like the ZV-1, that's an option. If you want to use it as a YouTube camera and go 4K 60. I don't know about the 4K 120. They don't got it out yet. They promised it. It ain't happened yet. But if you put a big enough fan on it, it might. But you have to mic yourself enough back, further away enough, so the sound will still come through without you hearing the fan. That's why I just got a 20 decibel one. It's actually still, I mean, I can hear it audibly. So it's not even that quiet one. But you could go get another cheaper fan that's quiet. As long as it's just getting airflow through it. But anyway, there's your 4K 60 overheating test. And if you had 4K 30 or less, you don't have to worry about it. It'll never overheat if you have a little fan on it. It just won't. And it probably won't overheat for the most part 4K 24, 4K 30 anyway, if you're in any kind of room with some ventilation. But even if it was starting to get a little warm, I mean, if you had a little fan, I mean, I'm just saying, just options, man. I'm all about options. You know, somebody wanted to get this over the R6 II, you put a little fan on it on YouTube, and now you basically got an R6 Mark II because it's not going to overheat. It's got the same sensor. So what'd you lose? With the dummy battery? If you're going to use it for YouTube studio, why get the R6 Mark II? Doesn't make sense. But if you're going to go IBIS, all that, professional, you're not going to be able to, you know, you want to use an hour more at a time and hours, whatever, you know, then you can have that option. But for the most part, I think this is fine for most people. But hey, I love both. I'd love both cameras. Why not? But if you got the money, if you don't, R8 makes a good camera here. I like it. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I am now at hour 45 minutes, so this thing's probably going to shut off pretty soon, and I'm bored of it now. My card will run out before it overheats, right? So there it is. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you would leave a comment or subscribe, like, all that good stuff, I appreciate it. And if you want to see a video, let me know, and I'll be happy to do it for you. Catch you later, guys.